You see, the thing is, with the rate of advancement and the state of technology today, you already know that this will be the most luxurious, the most comfortable, the most spacious, the most expensive BMW 5 Series ever. But what I want to know is it still a BMW 5 Series? Looks were a factor, I'd say no. The G35 series looked like it had a crisp, tailored suit buttoned on its chassis. This new G68 5 Series, on the other hand, it's wearing a bright, loud, look at me sign with gold lettering on it and lights. Literally, that grille at the front, it actually lights up at night, as if the size of it or the shape of it or the gold accenting around it wasn't enough. Anyways, thankfully, those aren't the criteria to judge a 5 Series, because for me, to decide whether this is a 5 Series or not is to find out whether it can still do
tricks are bad.
And the answer is yes. With a 260 horsepower turbo 4-cylinder under the hood, it's no rocket ship. But because that power goes through the engine, down to the transmission and out back to the rear wheels, as well as the wider front and rear track width, near perfect 50-50 weight distribution and the more rigid chassis, this new 5 Series, it can take corners like no other business sedan on the market. It's like being in a fancy black tie dinner party in the middle of a mosh pit. I mean, it's screaming rubber, screeching tarmac on the outside, and inside, it's all calm and serene. And actually, it's very easy to say that this new 5 Series has gone soft, but here's something most reviewers miss. Body roll isn't inherently bad. A very stiff car isn't able to load up its suspension to generate grip, which is why this car, despite its softer setup, can actually still dance gracefully, and I would say dance even more gracefully than it could before. Actually, thanks to its newfound compliance, it now breathes with the road, which means you can push even harder than you could in the old 5 Series, and you can do it on worse roads, which is fantastic. If you read the badge on the back, it says Li, not because it was designed for the Chinese market, which it clearly was, but because in BMW's world, L stands for long wheelbase and I stands for petrol. We've already covered the latter, so let's talk a bit about the former. Because with a longer wheelbase, the 5 Series now has more space to chill in the back of. Though I must tell you that there's no window blinds, no reclining rear seat, no screens to play with, and while the panoramic sunroof is cool to look out of, the real party is still in the front. There's ambient lighting that looks like it's made out of crystals, an actual crystal for the iDrive system selector thing, ventilated seats. And when you're not mooning around, the ride is supremely comfortable. It is flat and composed at over 200 kilometers per hour, while having a marshmallow soft bluntness to it when you're going over speed breakers and potholes. It is genuinely one of the finest ride and handling balances on any sedan that I've driven. So yes, it turns out those ugly 18-inch wheels are actually good for something. The 18-speaker Bowers & Wilkins sound system isn't just good, it is great. And overall, it is still a great place to sit and drive. You sit nice and low. So the new 5 Series is indeed more luxurious than before. It's definitely more comfortable for rear seat passengers. The ride quality is brilliant. But what about that question in the start? Is it still a 5 Series? Yes, it is. And if you buy this car, go out for dinner to an expensive hotel, pay the bill, head down to the porch and hand your ticket to the valet, I really hope that it's you getting into the driver's seat, because even with this new long wheelbase BMW 5 Series, the best seat in the house, it's still this one.